45 Taiwanese food we can't live without. From mountains of flavored shaved ice to chicken cutlets as big as your face, Taiwanese eating always comes with superlatives. Small eats, and a lot of them, are the big thing in Taiwan. The culinary philosophy here is eat often and eat well. Sure, there's the internationally accepted 3 meals a day dining format. But why be so limited when you can make like the Taiwanese and indulge in gourmet snacking at any time of the day? The Taiwanese capital, Taipei, has around 20 streets dedicated to snacking. Every time you think you've found the best street style bao, the most incredible stinky tofu, or mind-blowing beef noodle soup, there's always another Taiwanese food shop that surpasses it. The island's food is a mashup of the cuisine of the mainland, Teochew, and Hokkien Chinese communities, along with Japanese cooking. It's a culinary loving with diversely delicious offspring. Arguments about the best food on Taiwan risk ruining relationships and lifelong friendships. Food, it's serious. It's respected. It's all excellent in Taiwan. 1. Braised pork rice. Where there's a wisp of smoke from the kitchen chimney, there will be 卤肉饭, goes the Taiwanese saying. The popularity of this humble dish cannot be overstated. 卤肉饭 is almost synonymous with Taiwanese food. The Taipei City government launched a Braised Pork Rice is Ours campaign last year after Michelin's Green Guide Taiwan claimed the dish was from Shandong province in mainland China. A good bowl of 卤肉饭 comprises finely chopped, not quite minced, pork belly, slow cooked in aromatic soy sauce with 5 spices. There should be an ample amount of fatness, in which lies the magic. The meat is spooned over hot rice. A little sweet, a little salty. Braised pork rice is comfortably perfected. 2. Beef noodle. You know a food is an obsession when it gets its own festival. Beef noodle soup inspires competitiveness and innovation in chefs. Everyone wants to claim the title of Beef Noodle King. From visiting New Baba from one of the most expensive bowls of beef noodle soup in the world, 10,000 Taiwanese dollars or $334 US, to a serendipitous foray into the first makeshift noodle shake your spot. It's almost impossible to have a bad beef noodle experience in Taiwan. Ling Dongfang's beef shanks with al dente noodles in herbal soup are a perennial favorite. The street side eatery's secret weapon is the dollop of homemade chili butter added last. 3. Oyster omelette. Here's a snack that really showcases the fat of the land in Taiwan. You've got something from the seed and something from the soil. The eggs are the perfect foil for the little oyster easily found around the island, while sweet potato starch is added to give the whole thing a gooey chewiness, a signature Taiwan food texture. No wonder the soup was voted best snack to represent Taiwan in a poll of 1,000 Taiwanese by Global Views Monthly a few years back. 4. Bubble tea. Bubble tea represents the QQ food texture that Taiwanese love. The phrase refers to something that is especially chewy, like the tapioca balls from forming the bubbles in bubble tea. It's said this unusual drink was invented out of boredom. New Hengche threw some sweetened tapioca pudding into her iced ASMT on one fateful day in 1988, and a great Taiwanese culinary export was born. Variations on the theme include taro-flavored tea, jasmine tea, and coffee, served cold or hot. Milkfish. How popular is milkfish in Taiwan? So popular that it has its own themed museum in Anping, and there's a milkfish cultural festival in Kaohsiung. The bony fish might pose a challenge for amateurs, but it's loved for its tender meat and economical price tag. Milkfish is prepared in numerous ways. In a congee porridge, pan-fried, as fishbowl soup, or braised. For home-style preparation, retro izakaya-style restaurant James Kitchen serves pan-fried milkfish with lime. A bowl of scallion lard rice is a great compliment. Select Season Denzai noodles. You've gotta love a place called Select Season, and it should be one of the first pit stops on any culinary trip to Taiwan. The iconic eatery originated in Tainan about a century ago. A fisherman sold noodles during the select fishing season, and the joint became so successful he quit his original trade altogether. The signature bowl of Select Season noodles is served in shrimp soup with bean sprouts, coriander, minced pork, and fresh shrimps. The bowl of comforting flavors is so addictive that a man from Thailand supposedly ate 18 bowls in a row at the restaurant. 7. Pan-fried bun. Like the fluffiness of cake and the crunchiness of potato chips, the pan-fried bun gives you the best of both worlds. The buns are made with spongy white Chinese bread that is pan-fried on the bottom. Break one open to reveal the moist, porky filling. A Shanghainese staple, the Taiwanese version differs in two ways. It's slightly bigger in size and it hits the pan upside down. 8. Gua bao. It's a hamburger Taiwan style. A steamed bun sandwich is a hearty filling of braised pork belly, pickled Chinese cabbage, and powdered peanuts. The filling is chopped into small pieces and mixed together so there's a bit of everything in every bite. Western hamburgers might benefit from the same treatment. Take a big mouthful and enjoy the salty, sour, and sweet flavors and the greasy pork swimming in your mouth. 9. Iron egg. It's called iron egg because it's so tough. These chewy eggs, little eggs dyed black from long braising in soy sauce, are a highly addictive Taiwanese food. Often made from quail's eggs, the protein balls are cooked for hours in soy sauce, then air-dried. The process is repeated over several days until the snacks become tough and acquire the desired amount of chewiness. 10. Pineapple cake. The iconic Taiwanese pastry, many pies filled with candied pineapple, is one of Taiwan's best food souvenirs. For one of the best pineapple cake experiences, try Sunny Hills, which uses only local pineapples. The result is a darker filling, rougher texture, and a sour taste. The pies at other shops are filled with a mix of pineapple and chewable bits of winter melon. They have a fruity sweetness and a golden casing of crumbly, buttery pastry. Stores that replace pineapple completely with winter melon to cut cost are committing a big no-no. 11. Tempura. Tempura refers to fish paste that's been molded into various shapes and sizes, deep fried, then boiled in the broth. Before eating, the pieces of solid fish paste are taken from the broth and smothered in brown sauce. Doesn't sound like much, but tempura delivers plenty of sweet flavors and chewy textures, making it a beloved Taiwanese food. The food is basically a Taiwanese take on Japanese oden, with more sugariness, tougher fish cakes, and a signature sauce. When you finish the bits of fish cake, there's more to come. Get some soup from the vendor and add it to the remaining sauce in the bowl. Mix and drink the resulting flavor bomb. 12. Bawang. Bawang is a Taiwanese mega dumpling. Made with the dough of rice flour, cornstarch, and sweet potato starch, it looks almost translucent after cooking. Pork, veggies, and sometimes eggs are stuffed inside and gravy poured on top. It's believed bawang was invented during times of scarcity. The simple pork dumpling became a luxurious snack enjoyed only during the Lunar New Year festival. 13. Fried chicken. Taiwan deserves a special place in the Fried Chicken Hall of Fame. Not only has it made the giant fried chicken cutlet number 35 on this list a cult classic, but its popcorn chicken is dangerously addictive. The chicken is chopped into bite-sized pieces, marinated, dipped in batter and deep fried. A generous sprinkling of salt and pepper complete the moist morsels. It's a ubiquitous snack on the city streets. 14. Flaky scallion pancake. There are few things more appetizing than the sight of a flaky scallion pancake being slowly torn apart. Add cheese and egg fillings to maximize the visuals. Devour this night market staple in a few bites to ensure it stays steaming hot and chewy. 15. Oyster vermicelli. A bowl of great oyster vermicelli should have a thick, flavorful soup base, while the thin rice noodles and oysters retain their distinct texture. Some people add chopped intestines for a funky dimension to the soup. It's a gooey, slurpable dish with an intense briny taste. 16. Stinky tofu. This could be the world's premier loved or hated snack, and Taiwan does it just right. The fragrant cube of bean curd is deep fried and draped with sweet and spicy sauce. If you hold your nose, it looks and tastes just like a plain old piece of fried tofu, with a crisp casing and soft center like pudding. But what's the fun in eating that? Inhale deeply and relish the stench. The smellier, the better. 17. Sweet potato. Leaving taste, smell, and nutritional value aside, the sweet potato stands out for one particular reason among Taiwanese food. It's shaped a bit like the island. Taiwan-grown sweet potatoes are added to soup with ginger, roasted by street vendors in ovens converted from oil drums, ground to a flour and added to other dishes to give texture, or fried into sweet potato chips. As long as the beloved root vegetable is in it, Taiwanese love it. 18. Shaved ice mountain. One good thing about the hot, humid, and stormy Taiwan summers is the excuse to to eat shaved ice mountain. A pile of shaved ice is heaped with fresh fruit and flavorings, such as mango pieces, juice, and sweet condensed milk. The result is super appealing just by looks alone. A more traditional take uses freshly made mini rice balls. 19. Paper cakes. A must-try at Raohe Night Market. Paper cakes are crispy pastry pockets filled with juicy pork that's infused with the aromatic bite of black pepper. Baked on the wall of a clay oven, the pies are a delicious ode to the pepper plant. Eat more than one, or you'll only have to wait again in the long queue for more. 20. Dumplings at Din Tai Fung Dumpling House. 小笼包 may be a Shanghainese delicacy, but some argue the Taiwanese perfected it. Taiwanese restaurant Din Tai Fung does its Shanghai comrades proud with its succulent pork soup dumplings. Din Tai Fung's bite-sized 小笼包 have a consistently high quality. Their paper-thin wrappings hold rich hot broth and tender pork meatballs. Gasps can be heard intermittently at Din Tai Fung as diners spray the scalding hot soup that squirts out upon biting the dumpling. 21. Fish ball soup. What's better than fresh seafood? Balls of fresh seafood, of course. Look for handmade fish balls in Taiwan. They tend to have more air in the ball, thus allowing more broth to be soaked up. They also have a bouncier chew. 22. Ribs stewed in medicinal herbs. This is the Taiwanese version of bakute, the Chinese meat soup that's also popular in Singapore and Malaysia. In Taiwan, the soup is slow cooked in Chinese medicine, extracting the essence from pork bones and more than 14 nutritious herbs, roots, and dried fruits. It's yummy and good for you too, especially for keeping warm in winter. There isn't much meat on the lean bones, but the point of the dish is the soup. Don't be shy to pick the bones up and suck the juice off. You might even be considered strange if you don't.